Hey guys, SpartasFinest here again. Got another battle today against a guy named doodleb, and I'm sorry about how long it's been since I've uploaded, but I was on vacation and stuff, and yeah, but I'm back now. So anyways, to the battle. He leads with Latios, I led with Heatran. I led with Heatran thinking he would lead with his Caesar. I forget why, but I remember thinking that because of who I had in my lead or something. But anyways, he leads with Latios, goes for Surf as I go into Ferrothorn. Luckily he didn't predict that and go for the Hidden Power Fire. I do notice he's Life Orb though, but I do know Ferrothorn can survive one Hidden Power Fire from Latios and hit with the Gyro Ball, so that's why I go for it there, but instead he goes into Heatran unfortunately, so I'm going to switch into my own Heatran knowing I have the Air Balloon, and that way I can take out the Earth Power or Flamethrower, or Fire Blast or whatever, or the Hidden Power, which right now I'm assuming is Ice. And yeah, then go for my Stealth Rocks here, figuring I could threaten him out with an Earth Power. And also, by not seeing an item, I was kind of figuring that he was probably Scarfed or Specs or something. But anyways, when he brings in Tyranitar, I went to Infernape. I took a T-Wave. I honestly thought he would set up his own Stealth Rocks there, but unfortunately that is not the case. But anyways, I'm just going to go for Close Combat just to try and get damage on his Tyranitar. He ends up going into Landorus, which is not good for me. So here, I kind of figure it's so obvious for me to switch, so I thought it would be Scarfed and go for U-turn. So I predicted that and went for my own U-turn, so that way I would be able to get a switch advantage. But, yeah, he ends up going Swords Dance, but here I know he's going to Earthquake, so I might as well save Infernape for fodder later, since Paralyzed Infernape really can't do a lot. But I am going to go for a Hydro Pump, because I do see that his team doesn't have that much to take Hydro Pumps. He only really has Latios to resist it, and that thing, although it resists it with the Life Orb and Sandstorm, cannot come in, and Stealth Rocks too, I guess, cannot come in too many times to take on Hydro Pumps. But here, I'm going to switch. I thought he was going to go for the T-Wave on my Rotom, and I really didn't want to take a chance of him living a Hydro Pump and getting that off, just because, as I said now, is my Scarfed Hydro Pump will be able to threaten his team quite a bit. But I am going to go into Ferrothorn now, because I did predict the Thunder Wave there. Figured his Tyranitar can't do too much to it, and I could set up a layer of spikes. But as he goes into Heatran, I'm going to go into Infernape here. I just want to use it as Death Fodder. He ends up actually going for the Hidden Power, and here I'm quite positive he is choiced in some way. So I am going to go into Ferrothorn, figuring I can take it, force him out, either Leech Seed or Spikes on the switch. I forget which one I do, but yeah, here it actually shows that Ferrothorn resists it, so I'm pretty sure he ends up being a Specs Heatran with was it Hidden Power Grass? That's what I'm guessing right now from the damage it did to Infernape and the fact that Infernape, Heatran, and Ferrothorn all resist it. So I go for the Leech Seed here as he goes into Skarmory, so it's not too bad, but he gets up his Stealth Rocks unfortunately, but that's fine. I'm gonna go into Rotom, because I wanted to get some Leech Seed health here. I honestly figured he would set up some sort of form of entry hazards. And now I can go for the Hydro Pump. Or actually, I went for Trick, I think. Yeah, I was hoping he'd go back into his Tyranitar, because I really wanted to get that Leftovers going. And just because of how low my Rotom was, I wanted to keep it high in health. And looking at his team, I was quite sure now they didn't have a Choice Scarf user, so I wasn't that worried. Although now I just gave him one. But now that he gets the Choice Scarf, I'm going to go into Ferrothorn, figuring I could take whatever his Landorus wants to go for against the Rotom, and get off a Leech Seed on that Landorus, or whatever he brings in. It ends up being the Heatran, which is pretty good, because this thing is getting worn down quite quickly by my entry hazard, so soon it will no longer be too much of a threat. He's pretty much got one more switch in combined with Leech Seed, or maybe two more, I guess. But yeah, I'm going to switch out here because he's got that thing in, the Heatran. So I'm going to go into Landorus here. He goes into Landorus. I'm going to go into Infernape, kind of his Death Fodder because he had Heatran out. But yeah, he just goes for Stone Edge here. I decided to leave an Infernape since it was too low to even come back in again. Wasn't really worth switching out and risking taking a hit. But I'm going to bring in Ferrothorn. He decides here it's just time to let his Landorus die. I guess he didn't care about it, but that was honestly probably not too smart of a play, just because, well, he could have used the fast Revenge Killer for stuff like my Dragonite too, because I don't really use it this battle, but it's a Dragon Dance Dragonite, so it could have, been scary for him, and, well, this Scarf Stone Edge would be very helpful for dealing with it. But I'm just going to set up all my entry hazards here, since he's just staying in with his Landorus and letting it die to Leech Seed. It's really not even getting a lot of damage with Stone Edge at all in Fairthorn. Not really any. So that's awesome. He's going to go into Heat Drain now and take a lot of damage from the entry hazard. He barely lives, unfortunately, but I'm going to go into my own Heat Drain here. I think he's going to stop predicting stuff and just go straight for the fire move in the last desperate attempt to, kill something. But yeah, I go for Hidden Power Ice to finish him off. That's how I see he's definitely Specs, because he's slower than my Heatran, who's not Scarf. But here he goes into Skarmory, probably forgetting I had Air Balloon from earlier, and goes for Whirlwind, as I went Fire Blast and missed. So that kind of blew, but I'm going to go into Fairthorn now, or I get Whirlwinded into him. I think I want to just set up some Leech Seed on him, just that way he's forced to switch out eventually, or more inclined to, just because I hate when you have Skarmory on the other side of the field, and he's, when Skarmory's stuck on the other side of the field and you can't get rid of him, it's just incredibly annoying. And that way also I can try and go into Rotom and try to keep his health, up higher, which I do right now. He does get up some more entry hazards, but I think it's a little too late in the game, and I've already got up quite a few, and I don't know. Actually, I guess it's not bad for him. It's not even that late, really, either. But his team's not in a great position anymore without Landorus there, either to revenge kill things like my Rotom. He's really running out, because now all he's got is Scizor and his Latios. So he goes into Scizor here, who can try revenge kill with Bullet Punch, but it's X4 resisted, so that's why he's going to end up not taking out my Rotom there, and I'm going to be able to finish him off with the Hydro Pump. So now this battle is getting a lot more closer to finish, just because he has... Now I think it's kind of safe to say I've got the match, even though I don't completely have it. His team just doesn't have that many threats left, and I have ways to deal with all of them without too much worry. So I go into Heatran here. I didn't want him to overpredict anything, take out Fairthorn or something. I was hoping he'd overpredict, because I didn't really need Heatran, just wanted to go for the Hidden Power Ice. But now I go into Scizor, predict his switch out, since he's not going to want to risk this Latios being his main biggest threat, and I wanted to go for the Pursuit. So I do that, and take him out, and now he's just got Skarmory left. I think that's all he has left. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, this, if I remember correctly, is towards the end of the battle. But yeah, I've got Dragonite, Fairthorn, and Rotom left. No, not Rotom. Scizor, so I'm really confident I could win. If he wants to try and stall out my team for a bunch of Whirlwind damage, all I have to do is, since this is a bulky Dragon Dance Dragonite, is make sure I roost up every time he Whirlwinds it in. So that way it's the last thing to survive, and then that way I could Dragon Dance up and Fire Punch. So now the match is definitely clinched to be mine. He's actually going to Whirlwind me into Scizor, try to roost up here, I guess, to see what I was going to do, or maybe he thought I would be faster or something, but that ends up being quite the misplay, because I just go for Superpower, and without that fighting type, that flying type thing the thing Roost does, how it negates your flying type for the turn, he's not going to take a banded Superpower from Scizor well at all, so I'm just going to be able to finish him off with the second one. He realizes it's game there, just goes for some spikes, and yeah, that will be the match. So, good game, doodleb, and guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.